TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Attention Mangum Tigers, are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Hi Mangum Tiger fans, this is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Great Plains Bank of Mangum is proud to support the Mangum Tigers and the exciting fall sports season. Get ready to cheer on our local youth and enjoy all the thrilling activities our community thrives when we come together to celebrate and support our young athletes. When it comes to your banking needs, whether you're opening a new account, applying for a loan, or just seeking financial advice, our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. Great Plains Bank, proudly serving our community with a smile. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game, and always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger pride.
Are you ready to take the next step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit wosc.edu or call us at 580-477-2000 and start reaching higher today.
When you need auto repair, save money and get it done at Dwayne's Auto right here in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs and turns rotors, alignments, air conditioning work, and general auto repair. And they make hydraulic hoses. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto, 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger Proud.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win!
Hey all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome to football on Classic Hits 97.7. I'm Michael Barnes. Michael Chad Scott joining me in the broadcast booth tonight. He did a great job of chauffeuring us from Western Oklahoma.
Did I?
Yeah, to Texhoma. He had a route punched in using a map, and it had one route, and he said, what do you got with Google Maps? And it got us here, and it got us here in plenty of time, but boy, I tell you what, it was a circuitous route, to say the least. That means we had a lot of turns there, Gilligan, in case you didn't know what circuitous meant. So we're ready for a football Friday night, and it's crazy. I've been looking at the weather in the rest of the state. This gives you an idea how far away we are, Chad Fox. We got a partly cloudy sky here, not a whole lot of wind, and a very comfortable temperature, and the rest of the state is getting pummeled.
Yeah.
Here this evening.
Yeah, we need the rain, and that's why a lot of football games and other activities were moved up to last night or later on in the weekend. But yeah, it's here. This is perfect football weather.
Oh, it is. It's ideal. It's great. It's fantastic. This is a great facility, and we're happy to be here. Yep. But you look in one direction, and Texas is over there. You look in this direction, and Kansas is there. And if you look over there, then you're going to be seeing New Mexico. That's kind of where we are, and literally, almost across the street from the school is the state of Texas. That's how close they are to the Lone Star State.
Yes, exactly. And on our way through here, if you're from Texas or you've driven through Texas, most people have, we took a lot of farm-to-market roads. And those are still, with no shoulder and a two-lane blacktop, 75 miles an hour.
And Chad had the speedometer at 80+ as well. So, I mentioned that to him at one point. My Google Maps was picking up his speed, so I knew how fast he was driving to get us here in ample time. Well, it is a football Friday night, week number 8. Mangum, a 2-week layoff. Does that affect them here this evening? Are they looking ahead a little bit to Thomas in week number 9? And, what about that long bus ride? We'll talk about all that and more as our countdown to kickoff, which is brought to you by our good friends at Great Plains Bank. Rolls on from Texhoma. Here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
Greer Funeral Home proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're wishing our team strength, teamwork, and success all season long. Serving Greer County since 1923. Phone 480-2111.
Ashley Slayton and Catherine Webb, certified family nurse practitioners, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. At the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum, call 782-3393 for appointments.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, here we are, week number 8, high school football season, down on the field with head coach Sam Powers as we get ready for the Red Devils of Texhoma Goodwell and your Mangum Tigers. And Coach, long bus ride, week off, looking ahead to week number 9. I know you're not, and I know nobody else is, but the folks in the stands and everybody else, you got to come out and play really good football early on in this one.
Yeah, the theme of the week has been maturity. Mature teams can take that bye week and use it progressively and use it to get healthy and use it to get a lot of mental reps and things like that. I mean, we've had 2 straight weeks to prepare for one opponent, right. And that's a good thing. And, but the maturity of being able to take a long bus ride and and mature enough to come off the bye week and still start fast will tell a lot about us as a team. And I think we are a mature team, so we'll see what that looks like tonight.
Talk to us a little bit about the bus ride. I'm sure you broke it up, had a stop along the way.
Yeah, you get to see kind of how some of those Texas towns come through. You know, we came through Texas and went through some pretty tradition-rich schools in Groover and Canadian and Spearman. And we stopped in Canadian and stretched our legs, got something to eat and used the bathroom and then come on through. And it was pretty smooth, easy trip. So.
You didn't stop at the steakhouse?
No, I wish, yeah. If we had that kind of time, every time I would.
I did hear, though, that the goodie bags were exceptional today on the bus.
Exceptional. I don't know. They have a group, and they coordinate all that, so it doesn't go through me, so I don't have to worry about that. They do a great job. Miss Williams, Trey's mom, takes care of that and organizes it, and everybody has a group, and it just every week flows so effortlessly. But this week they pumped us in with some good fruit and peanut butter and just all the things that we ask, and then added some things to make sure that our guys' bodies are ready to go.
You mentioned injuries, and I know the last time we played had a couple of hamstrings that stood on the sideline in that victory. They're back tonight, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and that's just precautionary. For me, and it's not anything against Moreland. I thought that we could afford to let them have an extra week of recovery in preparation for this game. So they've been kind of limited reps for 3 weeks, and I think that they're rare and ready to go. You know, so I think both Coop and Talon you'll see back on the field pretty significantly tonight. Unless we come out and take care of business, and then I'm going to limit the reps again just to make sure we get to Thomas.
All right, let's talk a little bit about starting early. I know you would love to have the football to begin the ball game and go down and score a touchdown right away.
Yeah, always. That's my kids know when they go to the coin toss, if we win the toss, we want the ball. And that's everywhere. We're just, we teach these guys to be aggressive and go take what they want and go get what they want in life and in this game. And so that's what we're going to go do right at the bat is grab the ball, do all of our stuff that we always do, make you think a lot before the game and as the game starts, and then go fast. And that's what we're going to do and make sure you're ready to play at that tempo for, the entirety of the game.
We kind of kidded a little bit, or I didn't know if you were or not, about Diego and the record. I mean, the guy's on fire. And I know it was 2 weeks ago, but boy, what an impressive performance in the secondary, not just Diego, but the entire secondary against Moreland.
Yeah, I mean, it's just continuing where we left off. They really have learned the coverages that we've installed. And, we're not a simple coverage team. You're going to see different variations of different coverages every time that we're in a set. We're going to change the picture for you. And they do a really good job of that and attack it. Diego's 1 away from the record, tying it, 2 away from beating it. We keep teasing Derek that Derek's probably dropped 5 this year, and part of that is because of his hand, but it's been a really good secondary picking up what we're putting in, and we're pretty excited about them to continue that against this team. His quarterback's kind of banged up, so they won't throw it as much tonight, but next week we better be ready to defend the pass.
So we always talk about the pretty boys, the DBs and the running backs and the quarterbacks. Your lines, though, offensive and defensive, they are men out there.
Yeah, that makes me smile. They deserve all of it. Yeah. In practice, I always got to get onto the pretty boys. I don't ever have to get onto them. They're always prompt, doing their job. Those kind of things. They're a really mature group. They're a really quiet group. They're not real rambunctious. Jackson kind of is. Trey kind of is. But the rest of them are real quiet, mellow-headed, and just go take care of it with their pads. And they really impress me week in and week out with the calls and the way they adjust and the way they adjust on the fly. And there's nothing we can't do with them. We could pull centers, guards, tackle. It doesn't matter. We have a system, and they kill it. So I'm pretty impressed with our bigs.
You mentioned Jackson. He runs by us. The personality of this kid is great. I mean, I remember the first time I met him as a freshman. He just walks up and shakes my hand like he's the president of the United States. You love having a kid like him on your club.
Yeah, I always say that dude's going to be a politician one day. I mean, he walks into a room and there's no stranger. He's going to go make everybody feel welcome. He's going to go make everybody feel excited. He does the same thing to our team. If we're having a down day or we're having a down just a non-energetic period in practice, he's going to get everybody going in the right direction. He does a good job of that.
So the offense continues to evolve. You add things to it, the accessories, if you will. Yep. But it's getting to be that time of the year where the weather can be a factor. Running the football, you've been able to do that all year long.
Yeah, and I think that's something that we can lean on. You know, I think if there's times that people try to take away the pass, they're going to struggle. I think they have to make sure that they stop the run against us, because if not, we can go for everything. And if you can run the football, it sets everything else up. So, you know, the guys up front and the guys in the back, they're doing a really good job of managing the run game and continuing to do it at a high level. If you want to win big level football games, you got to be able to run the football.
What about, did you do a little extra scouting last night since Thomas played on Thursday?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got 2 weeks now. We got to go watch Thomas Texhoma at Thomas. Was a solid game. Kind of Thomas came out early, and then last night they had a rain delay with Southwest Covenant. Southwest Covenant played with them for a little bit and showed us some good things. But, you know, Thomas is a good football team. You know, right now we're focused on this one here.
And we know that the Thomas folks, no doubt, will be checking out our broadcast tonight. Coach, good luck to you.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. You're going to have a bunch of new viewers tonight.
Oh, yeah. There will be a lot of folks that'll be checking out the broadcast for sure. That's Sam Powers joining us prior to kickoff. We get set for Mangum and Texhoma, and we're back after this timeout. The countdown to kickoff rolls on Classic Hits 97.7.
The law offices of Corey Kendall proudly support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're behind you all the way. Go Tigers! Corey Kendall, attorney at law, 122 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy, winning season and a community that stands together. If you need us, find us at mangumregional.net.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says, Go Tigers.
And the countdown to kickoff continues from Texhoma. Brought to you by Great Plains Bank here on Classic Hits 97.7. It is a pink out night tonight here in Texhoma. Wish I'd known that. I would have brought pink. Normally I have pink. I didn't bring pink tonight. There you go. How about them apples, Bob? Hey, listen, we want to welcome into the broadcast our good friend Jay McCormick. He's joined us. David Henry says, let's go Tigers. Terry Williams, go Tigers. Also joining the broadcast, Deborah Gamble. Hello, Deborah. Good to have you alongside, along with Rosanna Schuster and Jenny Hernandez is watching with us tonight. Hello, Jenny. Good to have you alongside. Chad, you shared with me pregame quite a while ago. I wasn't aware of it. But one of our most ardent fans and supporters, and a guy that we had a chance to actually meet in person a few weeks ago and gave him a Classic Hits 97.7 T-shirt, Charles Stowe. You tell me he passed away recently.
Yes, he did. And did not know Mr. Stowe, but from what I'm gathering and reading from Mangum folks, he was a one-of-a-kind and a special human being. Called him Boney. And he served Mangum and Greer County for 26 years as an EMS professional. So he was laid to rest today. So tip of the cap, and we'll say a little prayer for Mr. Charles Boney Stowe.
Charles, we'll miss you in the broadcast for sure, my friend. So we get set for Mangum and for Texhoma, and Chad talked about it earlier. There were several games that were played last night in anticipation of weather, and then ironically enough, there were games that were delayed because of the weather. But last night, Thomas did beat Southwest Covenant by a final score of 34-6. Moreland knocked off Apache 34-7 inside A2 division, or A2 District 1. A2 District 2, Healdton beats Velma Alma 48-2. Wilson continues to be alive in the playoff hunt. They beat Rush Springs 37-12. Tonight, it'll be Ringling and Kanawha. Well, Kanawha, you say that name, and I know where your mind goes with that. A1-2, Minko last night beating Hobart 29-8. Boy, I tell you what, Colt Allison's team back against the wall if they are going to qualify for the playoffs. They're going to have to get it done in the next couple of weeks and going to have to get some help as well. Wynnewood beats Frederick last night in A1 District 1. Cashin tonight entertaining Sayre. The Eagles have done really well this season. Sayre, possibly a district championship going on there. We followed the Merit bus here for a while from western Oklahoma. They wound up in Hooker. We passed them in a blaze of glory. I believe we were doing 85 and the bus was doing 82. But don't tell anybody that. Anyhow, Merit tonight is at Hooker, and Crescent is entertaining Watonga. 5A2 play. How about this? The Altus Bulldogs at Guthrie. And that ball game was scheduled to kick off at 7 o'clock tonight. A couple of undefeated teams. But no, not so fast, my friend. Because of the weather, they have postponed that thing until tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. So Altus tomorrow, 1 o'clock against Guthrie at Guthrie. And, boy, what a 3-week period for Jeremy Reed and the Altus Bulldogs. They get Guthrie tomorrow, Lawton next week, and they should be able to beat the Wolverines. And then they'll wrap up with Carl Albert in week number 10. Elsewhere in 5A play, well, speaking of Carl Albert, by the way, they beat Lawton last night, 49-0. 5A1 district play. Oh, let me tell you about Lawton. Mark. They went on the road last night and were beaten by Newcastle, 41-32. In 4A1 district play, Elgin continues to roll. The 4A state champions beating Douglas last night, 56-0. It was Weatherford outlasting Elk City, 28-21, and this one raised eyebrows all over the place. Cash, in overtime, beats Clinton by a final score of 48-45. Cash knocking off Clinton, and I can't tell you the last time Cash beat Clinton in football.
Yeah, Clinton had they had some of the tough games coming up here, but they had taken care of Elk City and Weatherford, and they lost early in the season, non-conference games, and were winning in district play. But yeah, that was an upset for sure.
B1-2 district play as we look at 8-man football. I told you don't sleep on the Hollis Tigers. They absolutely destroyed Empire last night, 70-20. Wow. They will now play Waurika in week number 9 with the winner getting the district championship as Hollis is on a roll. Central High was 10 better than Burns Flat City last night, 44-32. In C2 play, Tipton licking their wounds. They beat Granfield 50-6. But the defending Class C champions are number 3 in the district right now, trailing, how about this, our good friend over there at Mountain View Goodebo, Coach Coakley's team. They beat Corn Bible Academy last night, 54-6. They will play now Ryan next week for the district championship. Ryan has beaten Tipton. Mountain View Goodebo has beaten Tipton. So
interesting.
Coach Coakley, if you're joining us this evening, good to have you alongside, brother, and good luck next week. Bray Doyle tonight, by the way, taking on the Cowboys of Ryan. Mitch McLaughlin has checked in. He didn't make the ride. He says, let's go Tigers. Michael Scott Augustine.
Hello, Scott.
Hey,
hello, Mitch.
I tell you what, Michael Scott, we're looking at bringing you into the booth next Friday night if you're available.
He's always welcome. He knows that. And,
we'd love to have you alongside, working on maybe getting Chad down on the sidelines for that ball game. Looking forward to that. Elsewhere, William Dickey says, good luck, Tigers. David Henry says, let's go, Tigers. How about Rocky Pierce? He checks in, says, go, Tigers. Uh-oh. My good friend David Henry just lost me here. He says, let's go Dodgers. David, stop it! Quit it! Go Blue Jays. Vlad Guerrero. If Seattle and the Big Dumper aren't in it, then I'm all in on Toronto. Candy Williams says, let's go Tigers, bring the win. I mean, if you're named Big Dumper.
Oh, you got to go for that guy.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're not a football player, Big Dumper, then you got to be a catcher. Plain and simple. And Caitlin Huckabee says, good luck, Tigers, watching from rainy and gloomy Elk City. And here in the panhandle of Oklahoma, it is dry, it is partly cloudy, and it is comfortable. It's a pink out night. It's Mangum. It's Texhoma. And we continue with our countdown to kickoff. After this, it's brought to you by the way, our good friends at Great Plains Bank here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
So the captains have gone to midfield. You told me that a moment ago during commercial break, our good buddy Jackson Brooks did a typical Jackson Brooks thing.
Yeah, the officials came up to introduce themselves, and Jackson with his hat on and everything, full gear in front, his football stuff on, and he just saluted a full-on hands to the noggin salute to the officials.
Rather ironic that you mentioned a full uniform, and I won't get into the details. In fact, I'll just let you ask Jackson through the week so he can share the story. But he was a little bit in the doghouse with Coach a little earlier because he forgot some of his equipment. Now, I want you throughout the week, folks, to ask Jackson what he forgot and see if maybe he just doesn't get a little bit red-faced and a little bit embarrassed. I did spill the beans, saw his mom in the concession stand line, so she knows. But anyhow, our boy Jackson Brooks, I tell you what, he just is a delight. And one of those great young people that we love being around.
It's like Mangum won the toss.
Well, and you know what that means. Yep. They are going to receive. The Tigers did win the toss. They'll receive on the left end of your listening and or viewing device. One of the captains tonight, Remington Laughlin. Remington is celebrating his birthday today, and I wasn't able to track down how old he is, so somebody share with us, Remy, his birthday today. I'm thinking that he turned 16, but I don't know that is accurate, but I'm sure that somebody in the listening audience will be able to help us out with that.
Well, you turned 16 and your father is law enforcement. He probably knows some rules of the road, huh?
All right, we'll take it. Well, we'll do this first. Mark Richardson, have a good game, Mad Max. Hey, there he is, the cult hero, Mad Max. His fan club watching from Winfield, Kansas. They say, go Tigers. We'll take one final timeout, come back, and get ready for the kickoff between Mangum and Texhoma. Our pregame brought to us by Great Plains Bank. And we're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Great Plains Bank of Mangum is proud to support the Mangum Tigers and the exciting fall sports season. Get ready to cheer on our local youth and enjoy all the thrilling activities our community thrives when we come together to celebrate and support our young athletes. When it comes to your banking needs, whether you're opening a new account, applying for a loan, or just seeking financial advice, our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. Great Plains Bank, proudly serving our community with a smile. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Our good friend Jennifer Reiser has joined the broadcast. Good evening, Jennifer. Good to have you alongside. As we get ready for the kickoff, Mangum in their road white uniforms, the white tops with the black numerals and the black and orange trim. They'll go with the orange pants. And Texhoma in their red tops with the black numerals and white pants. And I tell you what, it's my third trip to Texhoma, and this is the nicest that the weather has been here at Texhoma. One of the unique things about this field is that there are trees that are circling the field. And I mention that because there was a stretch of highway, many miles between here and Elk City, out in the Texas Panhandle, that there weren't any trees, Chad Fox.
No, if you lost your hat, just let her go because you weren't getting it back.
All right, so Mangum set to receive on the left end of your listening and or viewing device. And I'll say this before they get the football. If they have the field position that they want, don't be surprised if play number 1, they don't go up top, they don't go deep. So we're about ready to get this one underway. Mangum and Texhoma. Week number 8. Pooch kick here on the near side. And, well, we had a stoppage of play.
I don't know if he got the whistle to go.
Was that what it was?
So.
Well, while we figure that out, John Murrow says Trey's great uncle John Murrow in Dodge City, Kansas.
All right. Well, you're closer to us than you are to Mangum.
I am not kidding when I say that New Mexico, Kansas, and Texas are much closer than Mangum. That is for sure.
Come on over.
So apparently you're right. They didn't get a whistle to start this one, so we will redo it. I wondered why the Lane Burnham here on the near side was kind of laconic about making the catch. He dropped it, kind of looked at the official, and the official said, "Here, hand it to me, son." Well, that was a rather auspicious beginning to the ball game. And it's not even Halloween. That comes next week. So we'll re-kick the football, and here we go. We are underway. End over end kick fielded at the 32, and running into his own man. At about the 35-yard line, excuse me, was Dylan Lee. Lee had some room up the middle, but he ran into his own guy. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Mangum at the 35. Here on the near side, pretty good field position. So, you know, Sam, he game plans all week long. And, again, because of this field position, you may see something over the top early on. So 1st and 10, Zeke will split here on the near side. Mangum had too many players in the huddle. And it looks like they're going to get away with it. Now they'll shift into almost a swinging gate. Yeah, we've got some chicanery going on. Remy throws out in the flat. Pass caught 40, 45, and knocked down there. Was that Burnham across the way making the catch? And again, a little bit of a fuzzy night for us to see, and it was Curtis Henley who made the catch.
Coach Harlan is like, what in the wild, wild world of sports?
Yeah, no kidding.
Was that? He asked about the 12th player jogging out of that huddle, but
not going to get the call, is he?
Nope.
Robert Crawford has joined us, and by the way, Michael Scott Augustine tells us that Remy is 17 years young today. He'll go to work from the pistol, fake the handoff, ball going to get tipped at the line of scrimmage, and boy, that would hung up there forever. Could have been picked off by Texhoma, but it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Mangum picking up a 1st down a moment ago, courtesy of 333 Dental. So 2nd down and 10 for the 45, just underway here. 11:19 left in quarter number 1. 2 wide receivers on the near side for Mangum. Remy now going to send a man in motion. Now sends Mad Max in motion. Remy going to keep it himself on the left side. He's got the 50, 45 down the far sideline, 40 and spun down at about the 38-yard line. Love the motion, everything coming to the near side. Remy takes it on the boot to the left side and picks up positive yardage to the 39. It'll be 1st and 10, courtesy of 333 Dental.
And that's a college play. You see that kind of motion in college. That was executed well there by Coach Powers and his club.
Jim Cattle has checked in, says go Tigers, 1st and 10. Jet sweep here on the near side. No, Remy going to keep it himself, take it inside the 35, down to about the 31-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down there. Gain of 8 on the play. And look at how they're playing fast motion with the offense. They're running players in and out from the skill position. Fired out in the flat, and Mad Max can't hold on to it. Nope. He did make the catch, but we got a false start. So false start, Jerice Wilson-Henry. She says, let's go Tigers. They'll go back 5. And instead of 2nd and 2, it's 2nd down and 7. Boy, Mad Max was ready to set sail. He had blockers in front of him.
And we appreciate the press box, and we are in this, like you said, beautiful facilities, but we are right next to a speaker.
Oh, that's what that noise has been all day long. High snap, and they'll hand it off to Henley. Curtis, he'll get the 5 back that they lost on the penalty and a couple more, and he'll pick up a 1st down, courtesy of 333 Dental. Takes it down to the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. And Mangum doing what they do best, running the football. Anita Pipemeyer Fisher says, let's go Mad Max. Your cousin in Topeka is cheering you on. So 1st and 10, 10-20 left in the 1st. Mangum on the move. Remy going to hand it off to Henley. We'll get a penalty flag. Ball may have come loose on the play. Texhoma says they've got it. And let's see if the guys in the pink hats agree. We were talking about it. We've never seen officials' hats that were pink, but they certainly are here tonight.
Ryland Smith fell on it. So Tigers.
Okay. So a holding going to be called on Mangum. You're right. Smith did get on that loose football. By the way, Blank Crawford says hello to you.
Hello, Mr. Crawford.
He had a great joke, a meme today on his Facebook, and I was going to remember it. I've forgotten it, but I'll look it up. So it's 1st and 20 now after the hold. Remy going to keep it himself, and he'll get to the 35 and no more. It'll be 2nd down from there. Pickup of a couple on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 18. 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Connie Rogers-Hewlick says, go Tigers. And we think probably, we hope that some folks that lean towards the Terriers of Thomas will check into the broadcast and might have Chad look at the other page and find out as we go 2nd down now. 9:35 left of the first. Man in motion. They'll take the handoff. Henley going to flip it back now. Laughlin throws. Got hit as he did. He's got a man in the end zone. Passes. Caught for the touchdown! Oh, what a throw by Laughlin. And a better catch by that man who makes those kind of catches. Of course, we're talking about Zeke Rogers.
He about threw it out of the end zone, but nice catch. Good throw all the time in the world. Get a touchdown.
Laughlin got pressured late and had to put a little bit extra air underneath it. And you're right, it carried Rogers all the way to the back of the end zone. But a great job by Zeke to keep his feet in bounds, get the score. And with 9:28 left in the first, it is a 6-0 ball game with the extra point on the way from Derek Hammond. Mad Max is the holder. Hold is good. Kick is true. It is up. And with 9:28 left in quarter number 1, Mangum strikes first. They lead at 7-0 here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
Don Schultz says time to play a little defense now. As Mangum leads at 7-0. Dana Snow Cornett, let's go Tigers. And the Mad Max fan club continues in the Sunflower State. From Derby, they're watching. That's Katie Richardson. She says go Tigers.
254. We just took a peek at YouTube, and we appreciate everyone that is checked in. If you're listening driving down the road at 97.7 or Facebook or YouTube, Mangum Tiger TV, that's why we're here. And again, all because of our sponsors, we thank them.
Derek set to kick the football away. This one went as scripted. Mangum got the ball, went the length of the field. Now they'll play some defense. High end over end kick. Picked up at about the 15, 20, 25, middle of the field to the 30, 35. And finally knocked down at about the 42-yard line. That's Avila. Well, I tell you what, that kid can run. Johnny Avila, we watched him during pregame, and he's got great speed and can really put his foot in the ground and get after it. So the Red Devils will have it 1st and 10 at officially the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 from there, 9:22, quarter number 1.
Interesting to see if Coach Harlan decides to run clock or run the football tonight, try to shorten this game. Going to be hard to do. Mangum's so talented, but we'll see what his game plan is.
Braylon Kimball has been pressed into quarterback duties because the starting quarterback, Triton Moore, he actually was on the front row of the stands. He had to have knee surgery. And before this one gets underway, we're going to get, I think, a procedure called. No, it's going to be offsides on Mangum. So 5-yard penalty against the Tigers. It'll be 1st and 5 now for this group from Texhoma. Again, they are the walking wounded. We mentioned Triton Moore, the quarterback, done for the season. Also in street clothes, George Johnson, Kelvin Velez, and a couple of other kiddos, Orion McFadden, one of those. So now they've changed their mind and marked it off against Texhoma.
Okay.
And they said offsides.
They did.
But then changed the call to either an illegal formation or illegal shift. Anyhow, it's a 5-yard mark-off against the Red Devils, and they'll move it back. And you mentioned shortening the ball game, and head coach Garrett Harlan trying to do that. They do have play clocks here, so that will assist them as it is now down to 5. Quick inside handoff here, and getting the 5 yards back, and just a couple of extra out to the 43-yard line. We'll go to the running back. Gain of 6 on the play. A host of white hats in on the stop.
I was going to say, try to call who made that tackle. The whole team made that tackle. 11 guys were right there on the pile.
There certainly was. You talk about rallying to the football. They did. Clayton Caskey over the top. Diego Tellis. And then the big uglies up front. And one of those big uglies, I tell you what, I just keep getting impressed week by week. Shane Lee just gets it done every single week. Stephanie Gellner Yoakum checks in. She says, way to go, Tigers. Hope folks are seeing that smoke waft by as well. They're cooking hamburgers here, and they smell good. Fullback across the 45 out to about the 46. They may give him the 47. It'll be 3rd down. Bo Rogers in on the stump. Cooper Curbo. Cooper coming off a couple of week layoff. He got the bye week and also did not suit up for the ball game against Moreland. So he'll be active tonight. It'll be 3rd down and about 4.5 now for Texhoma. 4 minutes gone by in the first. Mangum on top, 7-0. Trying to hold here and get the football back.
Tight formation. They get to the line quick. They make you try to find who has the football.
Yeah, we were looking at their line in warm-ups, and they've got some bodies as well. Yeah. So play clock at 10. Now they run to the line of scrimmage, send a man in motion. They'll pitch it, and 1st down across the 50, inside Mangum territory, all the way down to the 42-yard line. And I think you described that very well a moment ago. They get the running backs in behind the linemen, and they hide them. Aiden Augustine helped out on that stop, but not before the 1st down picked up by the Red Devils.
That was just a delayed quarterback run. He looked like he was going to hand that off, and he just took off up the middle. So 1st down, got that 15 yards. First drive of the game for Texhoma.
And again, Braylon Gimble is in at quarterback tonight because the starting quarterback done for the season with a knee injury. He is by trade a running back, so him carrying the football, nothing new. Inside handoff here, and boy, great movement inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line.
They're getting great movement up front, and they're getting the call in from the sideline. And then what they do is all 11 turn around and watch the shot clock. Watch the play clock until it gets down to about 11. Then they run to the line. False start.
Yeah, this one's going to come back. So 1st and 15, and that old Desert Rose Band song, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Red Devils have hurt themselves a couple of times on this drive. Dylan Frazier has checked in. He says, go Tigers. 7 minutes left in the first quarter of play, and the Red Devils have the ball at the Mangum 46-yard line. And again, they'll let you're right, they bring the play in, they watch the play clock, and when it's at 10, then they turn, they sprint to the line of scrimmage, and they get ready to go.
It's already at 8 now, 7.
Send a man in motion. They will hand it off on the jet sweep. He'll turn it right back inside. Breaking tackles inside the 35 down to the 31-yard line near a 1st down. If Diego Tellis doesn't make that tackle in space, that may have been a touchdown.
Yep, you're exactly right. But their line for Texhoma is creating lanes.
Yes.
That is for sure.
And give credit to the running back and the quarterback for Texhoma. They're patient and letting the lanes open up for them before they'll attack it. So Mangum, impressive on the offensive end, marching the ball down the field. Now, you're going to have to bow their neck a little bit defensively. I want to say hi to our good friend Kim Barker, who has joined us. Probably just fresh off the farm. Kim posting pictures of putting up hay the other day. Another carry, and this time better job by Mangum inside as Hernandez will get stopped at the 29-yard line. Down low to make the stop for Mangum will be Gabe Miranda. 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard pickup. So the linemen need to do their best at trying to glum things up in the middle and then let those linebackers come and go to work. Don Show, by the way, says he is a Red Devil fan. Don, thanks for joining us, buddy. Good to have you alongside tonight. Martha Cutright says, go Tigers and Mad Max. It's a great aunt watching from Florida. Another carry for the Red Devils, and inside the 25 down to about the 24-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and manageable for Texhoma. And again, tick, 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 tick. Clock continues to run. In on the stop that time, Talon Frazier talked about the fact that Frazier did not play a couple of weeks ago because of a bad hamstring.
Up to 275 on YouTube. We're growing here.
5:20 and running the first quarter of play. Mangum leading 7-0. But the offense of Texhoma done a good job of punching back here on this first drive for them. Brenda and Dale Rogers are watching from Oklahoma City in the ICU. Hope everybody is okay. So another running play right up the middle. Augustine again doing a good job of stopping that one. Mad Max came over the top. Yard gain on the play, so it's 4th down and 1.
Got a little blurry video here working. We're trying to fix it. We're shooting through a window pane. The other option was a fly screen, so we're kind of having to pick our poison.
Dave McCook checking the broadcast out from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Hello, Dave. So 4th down and 1. Does Texhoma have a tush-push in their back pocket? Quarterback going to keep it. He'll pick up the first down inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line. Derek Hammond in on the stop for Mangum. Bo was there as well, but Texhoma will move the chains and keep the drive alive with 4:20 left in quarter number 1, and they lead 7-0. And well, I tell you what, you talk about their offense, which has been great for them, but this offense is also keeping Mangum's offense off the field.
If you're a Texhoma fan, this is exactly what you want. If you're the underdog here and you want the first time you have the football is that clock to spin like a top and just take the short chunks of plays here on the ground.
So 1st down and 10. And again, the tailback banging off tacklers inside the 15 down to about the 12. Just hard running there. Diego in on this time. Got some help as well from Curtis Henley. But that was a 6-yard gain there. 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, no negative plays except for penalties
right.
For Texhoma. So everything has been on the plus side for the Red Devils.
And again, Braylon Kimball pressed into duty at the quarterback position. Won't see him throw the football very often. But why throw the football when they're playing offense like they are? Inside handoff here. And again, breaking tackles and keeping the play alive is Elijah Hernandez. And Hernandez will pick up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal now for the Red Devils as they have the football at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal from the 6. 3 minutes and running here in this first quarter of play. So, certainly a game of adjustments.
Right.
One thing to keep in mind, though, we've talked about it all season long, is that numbers game, and there's not a lot of kids on the sidelines for Texhoma. Can they maintain this? And another penalty flag.
Yeah.
And you can see the frustration of Garrett Harland.
Yeah, they get set in the backfield and took off, but that'll push him back.
Well, you know, they're being deliberate, and then they're going fast, and it's a tough transition for them, or it has been on 3 occasions now during this drive. Now they've been able to overcome it, but instead of 1st and goal from the 6, it's now 1st and goal from the 11. 2:35 left in quarter number 1, and again they let the play clock get to about 10. Then they sprint to the line of scrimmage, send a man in motion. They'll hand it off, and a good job of staying at home that time here on the near side. That's a great job.
There's your negative play.
Yeah, by the Tiger defense as Curtis Henley was there. Mad Max in on the stop, and Derry Hammond as well.
Loss of a yard. They make it second and goal from the 12. But, yeah, that was well defended.
And Texhoma tried to get outside. Most of the success they've had on this drive been between the two tackles, so don't be surprised if they don't go back there on the next couple of plays. Bringing in the play from the sideline, Hunter Meyer. And again, they've got it scripted. They get to 10, they break the huddle, they sprint to the line of scrimmage. Second and goal from the 11. Low snap, and a good job of picking it up, and a good job by Mangum defensively. They said the ball came free. Jackson out there saying that's our football. Elijah Hernandez got tackled by his shoestrings. I think that may have been Big A getting in there, making the play. Got some help from Shane Lee as well.
Loss of another yard. Third and goal from the 13. That was Max Richardson. Shot the gap through there. Made him bounce outside. And another Tiger defender right there, as you said.
Minute 15, quarter number 1. Mangum efficient with their touchdown drive that went 65 yards. Texhoma, meantime, pounding the rock and holding on to the football. We've got a third and goal from about the 13. This time they want to throw, pass over the middle, and it is too tall, incomplete. Well defended that time by Mangum. Curtis Henley and Derek Hammond back there to break that pass up. It'll be fourth and goal. And, you know, the way they have run their offense tonight in this first quarter, Chad, this is a difficult situation for them, you know.
Right.
Because you can't pick up a first down. You got to get that touchdown. And you got to get into the end zone on that pass play. You can't catch something out in the flat and try to take it. You got to make sure you're beyond the goal line. So we'll see what they do here on fourth and goal.
Yeah, I think they would consider this whole drive a success. If anything, they'd pin Mangum deep and used a bunch of clock.
So fourth and goal from the 13. Kimball wants to throw, flush from the pocket, being chased, fires into the end zone, and caught for a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Hunter Meyer somehow holding on to that football. It got by, but Meyer able to make the catch for the score.
We had a window pane right there. Again,
of course we did.
Working with what we got here, folks. We don't have stands out like ESPN does. But yes, that was a heck of a play.
So the touchdown pitch and catch there from Kimball to Meyer makes it a 7-6 ball game, and now Texhoma will kick the extra point. Snap is back, the hold is true, and the kick is up, and it is good. So with 50 seconds left in quarter number 1.
Another haymaker. Back to you, buddy.
Tied at 7, and we return after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger Pride.
Are you ready to take the next step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit wosc.edu or call us at 580-477-2000 and start reaching higher today.
C.R. Reader Jr. says, "Go Mangum," cheering from Texas for Brant's, Bo, and Zeke. Mangum threw a haymaker to begin the ball game, and Texhoma took a standing 8 count. They charged out of the corner and went body blow after body blow, and finally got the score on a touchdown pass from 13 yards away. And with 50 seconds left in the first, we're tied at 7. End-over-end kick here on the near side, and it will go out of bounds. A good decision that time by Diego to stay away from it. So Mangum will get it first and 10 at their own 35-yard line. No time ticking off the clock there because nobody touched the football. Give Texhoma credit. Boy, I tell you what, they had so many positive plays during that drive, but then would get that procedure penalty against him, would find a way to come back off of it, and certainly did. 4th and goal from the 13, and they tied at 7.
We haven't talked about the lids that the officials have because it's hard to find the white hatter.
Well, there's no white hat. He's a pink hat.
Well, the back side, I figured out, is white.
Oh, okay. All right.
And the back side,
you're right. I see that now, yeah.
And the back side of the other ones are black. But that is the only way to find the guy who makes the call.
Remy going to hand the football off. Henley, and boy, I tell you what, he's a stride away from turning it up and going a long way. As it is, he'll pick up 4 to the 39. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from there. A good tackle by Elijah Hernandez. Otherwise, Henley may have taken that one to the house. 30 seconds left here in the first. Fire out in the flat. Henley with a catch. Looks for a block. And coming up and making a play in the open field, Johnny Avila. Well, a good tackle by Avila in the open field. No gain on the play. It'll be third. Well, they'll give him about a half yard. So we'll call it 3rd down, 5.5. And see if Mangum tries to run one more play. Clock down to 10 seconds. And I think Sam probably will sit on this one and set something up for the first play coming out of period number 2. The go pistol, but the quarter will come to an end. Tied at 7. A barn burner on a Friday night out in the panhandle of Oklahoma. It's Texhoma 7, Mangum 7. Oh, we got a good one. Come on back and get a handful of this on Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repair, save money and get it done at Dwayne's Auto right here in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs and turns rotors, alignments, air conditioning work, and general auto repair. And they make hydraulic hoses. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto, 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger Proud.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win!
I kidded earlier about seeing the smoke go by the camera screen, but I just saw something go by. There's nothing on fire here. They're just making hamburgers left and right. And boy, I tell you what, they've been cooking those since Chad and I got here about 5 o'clock, and they have smelled good. And from the looks of the folks who've been eating them, they are tasty as can be. So we begin period number 2. Mangum and Texhoma tied at 7. And now Mangum working from right to left on your listening and or viewing device. Remy going to keep it himself. Run pass option. He'll take it across the 40 and get spun down at about the 41, 42-yard line. As making the tackle there is Aiden Watley. Watley, a senior, one of those big ones along the line of scrimmage. So 4th down now for Mangum at about 4. And it appears Mangum will go for it. See if they don't go with a hard count here and try to get them to jump off sides. 11:25 left in the first half of play. Remy, play clock at 10. He'll keep it himself. No, that's Bo in there. And Rogers gets hit. He'll push the pile forward, but they're not going to give him the first down. Matt Max says Mangum's got the first down. I don't think he made it. The official on the far side coming down the line to the 45. That was the line to make for a first down. And if it's on the 45, it will be a first down. Remember, the line of scrimmage at the beginning of the drive was the 35, and we've got an illegal procedure against Mangum. It becomes a moot point.
Yep, now they're going to kick. Yep.
And you've got to.
Yep.
So we talked about Texhoma overcoming their penalties in that first drive. Mangum makes a big one here. I think they were actually going to give the first down to Bo, but it's all for naught as the penalty on Mangum.
304 watching on YouTube.
Oh, my goodness.
We're gaining ground here.
So Mangum, we don't see this very often, but they're going to punt the football away. Remy is in punt formation. Gets away a high booming kick into the nighttime sky, and it will hit and spin sideways and die at about the 41-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 there for Texhoma. 11-12 left in the first half of play.
Well, there you go. You got a good defense, too. So what you got to do is you got to get them a stop. You don't get a stop. You do not want them to go on another 80-yard drive. 60, 70, 80-yard drive and chew up 6 minutes of the clock.
Playing at home, too. The crowd in front of us, I mean, they're starting to get into it. By the way, speaking of which, you look across the way, Mangum folks traveling well tonight, as they always do. The band is here. Glad to see that. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils at the 41-yard line, tied at 7, with 11-12 left in the first half of play. Play clock inside of 10. They'll snap it. Jet sweep near side. And a good tackle down low. Boy, I tell you what, making the play, Cooper Curbo. Boy, we talked about those defensive linemen making noise up front and allowing the linebackers to make plays. And it's a great example right there. Curbo, after a 3-yard gain, it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yep, clock's at 23 now. See, they have the play all
well.
Oh,
yeah.
The play is coming in, but a lot of times they'll signal it in, but they are in no hurry whatsoever.
Well, and they stare, and you talked about it. They look at that play clock, and when it's at 10, they'll break the huddle. There they go.
Yep.
2nd down and 7. Man in motion. They want to run. Cutting it back inside, holding on down low, and making another tackle is Cooper Curbo. As Elijah Hernandez tried to get underway and couldn't. Curbo will drop him after about a yard and a half. That'll bring up a 3rd down. We'll call it 5 as the ball sets at the 46. The line to make for a 1st down, the 49. 2 minutes gone by here in quarter number 2, tied at 7. Again, very deliberate, getting the play in from the sideline, Garrett Harland, as he works with Hunter Meyer. Meyer brings the play in from the sideline. It's not the quarterback, Braylon Kimball. Meyer split out here on the near side. Now he'll go in motion. And again, a procedure call. And Garrett Harlan asking for an explanation.
So that, and then chewing on one of his kids.
Well, I mean, you got to get the official first and then go to the kid.
And, I don't know if you folks, Michael said it, you probably can't see it on the video, but from here there's a pit fire that's on the left of us of the press box, a bonfire, because smoke is just wafting right in front of our window.
I like that wafting. It's a fall night. It's like a bonfire.
Yeah.
Somewhere, Sanford and Townsend are singing "Smoke from a Distant Fire."
Cheater.
Maybe smoke gets in your eyes.
There you go.
Smoke on the water. Smoking in the boys' room. 3rd down and 10. Here we go. Snap. Kimball gets it, and he will not get near the 1st down. And again, a great open field tackle turned in by Bo Rogers. Rogers and that linebacking crew really beginning to turn things up. It'll be 4th down and 8, and it would appear that Texhoma would punt the football.
Yeah, I would be shocked if he went for this, and he will punt it.
So both teams trading touchdowns in their opening drives, and now it appears both teams will trade punts in their second drives as we're in the period number 2. Mangum and Texhoma tied at 7. Mason Mitchell dropping back in punt coverage for Mangum. Clayton Caskey sees something going on, and we're going to get another penalty and another procedure called on Texhoma. And I was watching Clayton. He was jumping around. There was something going on. And I think his activity and what he was pointing at got the attention of the officials, and it's a 5-yard mark-off. So now they are really behind the chains. 4th at about 14. The punter, by the way, Hunter Meyer. And check that. It'll be Braylon Kimball instead. Meyer going to be the up back. So again, Mitchell in punt formation to receive the punt. It's a low snap on the ground, picked up, and calling for the fair catch. Mason, he'll make it right at the 30-yard line. Mangum will go to work from there. 1st and 10, their 3rd drive of the night at the 8:51 mark of quarter number 2, and tied at 7.
Well, I know Coach Powers wants to score quickly, but sometimes the thing to do to teams is what they're doing to you, and that is just ram it down their throat. So we'll see, though. He's probably wanting to strike quick and often.
Well, and the only thing I would say about that, and again, can Texhoma withstand the size and the numbers of Mangum? We've seen it so many times this year. Laughlin going to throw, pass, caught in traffic. That's Webb, and he'll get spun down for a first down across the 40 out to about the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. Coulter Webb with the catch.
It's a big-time play, big-time throw. Just stopping after about 8 to 10 yards, good enough for the first down.
Yeah, he threw a fastball, no doubt about it. Good catch by Webb in traffic. 1st and 10. And a stoppage of play. My goodness.
These guys love false start. They want both teams to get set for a full second.
Yeah.
It looks like to me. And so if you're the coaches, you got to adjust.
Well, and you're absolutely right in making that call.
Yep.
It is there. You have to get to the line of scrimmage, and you must get set for a second. You're right. So Mangum now behind the change. 1st and 15. The line to make the 47 of Texhoma. Laughlin again throws, pass a little bit behind the receiver. Trying to go back and catch the ball. Behind him was Mason Parker. It's incomplete. 2nd down and 15. May have been a little eye candy, a little eye noise in front of Remy, and that's why that ball was a little bit behind the wide receiver. Normally, he'll throw the receiver open. 2nd down and 15, and now the official's going to come in and, I guess, eyeball where the ball was placed.
Well, we're going to do it. Let's get it right.
Mangum on the run. Jet sweep near side. Curtis breaking tackles, and he'll take it out to the 45-yard line. Henley will get the yardage back. And do we have another penalty? And we do. It's going to be holding on Mangum. Wow. So...
2nd and 25.
8:15 left in the first half of play. And Mangum started this drive off in fine fashion, but they are really behind the chains now. 2nd down and forever. Pistol formation. Split out here on their side. Zeke going to send Henley in motion. Handed off from the inside handoff and breaking tackles out to the 35 and now the 36-yard line. We'll go the tailback, Mason Parker. So Parker got some of it back. It'll bring up a 3rd down and long. Ball just outside the 35 of Mangum. The line to make the 47 of Texhoma. Jeff and Amy Hart have checked in. They say go Tigers. Remy rolls near side on the run. Fires. Pass is incomplete. It was over the head of Zeke and out of bounds. Mad Max was in the area as well.
Looked like Remy took a shot there, didn't he?
He took a little bit of a whack as he let go of the football. You're right. By the way, speaking of Amy Hart, we didn't get a chance to say this a couple of weeks ago, or actually last week, because we didn't have a bowl game, but she was the teacher of the week. So congratulations, Amy.
Yep.
So for the second time tonight, Mangum set to punt the football away. 4th and about 17 with 7:38 left in the first half of play. Ball bobbled by Laughlin. He'll pick it up and kick it and gets away a beautiful kick that will hit at the 30 and then spin forward and finally come to rest just outside the 20-yard line. So what could have been disaster turned out to be A-OK as Laughlin showed his athletic ability there and got that one away. So now it's up to the defense again.
Yep.
They stiffened on that last drive, although, again, Texhoma committing a penalty, which helped out a little bit. Red Devils will have it at the 20, 1st and 10. You've been looking for that all day, and I should have told you that I had that. I'm sorry about that.
But I'm glad I found it.
One of the young ladies that helps out with the cheerleaders here, she was here very early this afternoon, helping us kind of get set up and helping Chad with some internet information. Her dad happens to be the athletic director, and she had left the cheerleading script for halftime. You got to have that cheerleading script for halftime on Pink Out Night.
And Barnes was sitting on it.
Well, I had it sitting here for her. I just forgot to tell her. Busted play, but it results in a 10-yard gain for the quarterback, Braylon Kimball. Kimball bobbled that snap, and it got Mangum off just a tick and allowed him to pick up 10. Well, they'll give him 9. Said his knee came down on the 20 side of the 30-yard line, and he needs to be at the 30 side of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, just getting out of your gaps, getting out of your lanes a little bit, and if you're off a foot or two, bam, he shoots through there, and he gets upfield quick.
Good job by Clayton Caskey that time to stay at home and make that tackle in the open field. So another running play, and boy, a huge hole there. First down, all the way out to the 40-yard line. That's Elijah Hernandez. And Hernandez, big rumbling back, and boy, you give him a hole like that, he'll pick up a first down and then some.
Yeah, he didn't get touched till the second level. You're right. Big gain, first down.
And Clayton, again, sticking his nose in there, taking on somebody that's probably got about 40 or 50 pounds on him. Was able to make the stop, but again, a first down going to be picked up. Ball at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. And the formula continues for the Red Devils. Play clock down to 5. They'll snap it, and another false start.
That's on the Tigers.
Instead, Mangum in the neutral zone. Of course, the last time we were told that, they changed their mind, so we'll make sure, and yes, it will be neutral zone infraction against Mangum.
Well, don't help them. Can't help them.
44-yard line, 1st and 5 from there for the Red Devils.
And they have the clock going down to 6 minutes.
Yeah, halfway point already. Not a lot of wind here this evening, which again, kind of unusual out in the Panhandle. 1st down and 5. And Hernandez going to carry it near the first down marker. He'll be at the 49, the line to make the 50, so just shy of a first down. Tackle made by Cray Manny. Also in on the stop for the Tigers, Trey Williams. But again,
Hernandez is just so tough.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a bowling ball. And he falls forward, and he's going to take you a yard or so after contact. So it's you got to gain tackling.
Teresa Sainers checked in from California. She says, go Mangum Tiger football. Yeah, he just falls forward because he's leaning forward. He runs straight up and down. Now a little razzle-dazzle coming around the near side. First down going to be picked up down to the 46-yard line. A little sleight of hand. A semi-Statue of Liberty there. Hunter Meyer picks up the first down. Mad Max on the tackle.
If you're a Mangum fan, you don't like seeing what you're seeing necessarily, but what I'm seeing is both these coaches are so good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're so good. Coach Harlan and Coach Powers, they got their team so well coached. This is fun to watch.
It's a chess match, no doubt about it. You got a high-powered group in Mangum and doing a good job of playing keep-aways, Texhoma. Another carry off the left side, breaking tackle, still on his feet, spinning and picking up a first down and falling over people. Will be that man, Elijah Hernandez. So Hernandez will take it all the way down to the 30-yard line. And it's 1st and 10 from there. And this is something that we have not seen from Mangum all year long. They are the ones with hands on hips, and you can tell the frustration setting in just a little bit. And that momentum thing alive and well here in Texhoma. 1st and 10, 4:15 left in the first half of play. And go on the reverse on the inside and inside the 25 down to the 24-yard line.
I haven't stopped that play yet.
No.
I mean, it's been 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards every time. Kind of a jet sweep. And the kid hides behind. You mentioned that big offensive line. Next thing you know, he shoots out the other end. And
Derek Hammond in on stop there along with Mad Max. But again, Hunter Meyer, a little crossbuck action, if you will. We used to call it that, crossbuck action. And again, because of that size of that line, they're having a hard time finding the backs. Hernandez not hard to find. He'll get it on the left side, and he'll take it down to the 20-yard line.
He doesn't care if you find him or not. He's going to come and hit you.
3:30 left here in this first half of play. And a first down picked up by the Red Devils. Tied at 7. Trying to take the lead late in this first half of play. They'll call it officially the 19-yard line.
Have not thrown a pass on this drive.
And really have, thrown 2 on the night. 1 was for a touchdown.
That's right.
On 4th and 13. And I was just getting ready to say.
It's offsides.
They Mangum was in the neutral zone, and you could see it.
Wow.
Boy, Sam Powers furious across the way with his club.
Because those things are preventable, folks. There's a lot of things that are out of your control, but lining up offsides, that'll drive a coach crazy.
They call those unforced errors in tennis, and that's exactly what that was. You know, like I say, I just happened to look up and could see, and it's you could see that Mangum, the head, was in the neutral zone. And the official couldn't get to his flag fast enough. So 1st down and 5. That stops the clock with 3:09 left in the first half. Hey, boy, if you're Texhoma, you'll run this thing all the way down to zeros to end the first half of play. And again, keep in mind, Mangum marched down the field to begin the ball game. And there will be 5 yards marked off against the Red Devils.
That's right.
They had movement here on the right end, the tight end, who was in a new position. Blake McGavskin, he pressed into duty. McGlasson pressed into duty because of injuries. He had been wearing number 51 all season long, but now is playing the tight end and wearing number 9. That will stop the clock with 3 minutes left in the first half. Even though it stopped, and now they'll wind it. Okay, I was wondering why they weren't. So 1st down carry for the quarterback, and he'll get stopped at the 20-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down now and 10 as the 5-yard mark off each way made that a 1st and 10 play. Mad Max hit on the stop. Bo Rogers as well. 2:30 and running in the first half. And keep in mind, the Red Devils get the ball to begin the second half of play. Play clock down to 10. Now they'll break the huddle. Send a man in motion. And they'll get a stalemate at the line of scrimmage. And a couple of yards for Elijah Hernandez down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, he poked right on through that line, didn't he? We're up to 325 on YouTube. So what do we got on Facebook over there?
Clayton Caskey on the stop. We've got 58.
All right. Over 400. Thank you for checking in.
And there are still people that actually listen to radio, from what I understand.
There is the thing called radio.
Radio gets results.
It does.
Minute 40, and the clock continuing to run in the first half of play. Texhoma on the drive. 3rd down and 6. Hernandez, big hole, breaking tackles, 1st down. He'll take it inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. And another shoestring tackle there by Mangum's Clayton Caskey. Otherwise, that's a touchdown.
First and goal.
So it'll be 1st and goal now for Texhoma. 1:33 left in the half. And again, I said it a moment ago, but Garrett Harlan willing to run this one all the way down to zeros and get a score going into the locker room.
Yeah, 120 now.
Texhoma will get the ball to begin the 3rd period of play. 1:15 left here in the half. They'll send a man in motion, hand it off to Hernandez, left side. Good job by Mangum to bottle things up there, and maybe a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 8. You have to wonder if Sam would use a couple of timeouts here with a minute left in the first half, but he's not going to. I think he's going to challenge his defense and convince them to hold them out.
And have a good old-fashioned love talk in the locker room.
And there'll be some interesting conversations indeed. 2nd down, Hernandez again,
Good
left
defense.
side, and again, good defense by Mangum. Better tackling as well. Cooper Curbo makes the stop, and now we will get a timeout. Timeout going to be taken by, Texhoma. 36 seconds left of the first half of play. They've got a 3rd down and goal when you and I come back. Tied at 7 on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
I promise you there are some linemen getting challenged right now. We have talked about Elijah Hernandez and his ability to run the football. He runs straight up and down. He leans forward. The key, though, is not to let him get started. Those linemen have got to make some penetration and make him go lateral and not north and south because, well, I'll tell you what, he is a load when he turns those shoulders. So third down, keep in mind, on 4th and goal from the 13, Texhoma threw for a touchdown in that first quarter of play to tie at 7. So you can't go to sleep on Braylon Kimball throwing the football here. Again, they go with that tight formation. Hernandez in the backfield. Kimball, inside handoff. That will be Meyer, and a good job by Mangum. They were ready for that one. And maybe a half yard. It'll be 4th and goal from the 6.5, and Texhoma will exercise another timeout with 29 seconds left in the half. We will keep it right here.
Yeah, in college and pro, boy, you'd let that clock go down a whole lot more than what Coach Harlan did, but it's a little bit more difficult to go 60, 70 yards in 20 seconds in high school.
It is.
But, yeah, I'm surprised he called that as early as he did. But, yeah, 4th down, and man, what a half. As you said, Mangum with the first haymaker, and just look, here we go, going to take off.
Yeah.
And, just methodical, time-consuming drive by Texhoma, and got down to 4th and 13 in a crazy play and a touchdown throw to tie it up. And then we had a couple of defensive stops, and here comes Texhoma all the way down to the goal line.
So whatever your keys are defensively, whether you're a linebacker, you're a lineman, a defensive back, you better make sure that you play your football the way you're supposed to play the play. Whoever it is that you're matched up on, you cannot get lost here. 4th down and 6. They'll send a man in motion. Rolling out here on the near side, the quarterback going to throw on the run. Pass
Picked off. Nope.
Knocked away. And a couple of Tigers were there. And Clayton Caskey got a piece of that, and I'm not so sure that Curtis Henley didn't either. And so 4 seconds off the clock on the incomplete pass. Mame will get it.
That's a good stop.
On the change of downs, and it is a huge stop for the Tigers.
It is exactly right.
Because they had been bullied up until that point.
Big time.
So Laughlin in his own end zone from the shotgun. And this one's going to cost Mangum a couple of yards because they didn't get set.
Again, it's an official rule. Got to set for a full second.
Yeah.
And again, some officials will let things get a little iffy there as long as you're set for a moment. But this cat in the white hat and the pink front, he wants her to full second.
He did have a little bit of a walk about him when I saw him in the pregame. I just will say that. So, again, from his own end zone, pass is thrown here on the near side. And miscommunication between Zeke and Laughlin as Rogers running a streak down the near sideline. And Laughlin threw a out route about 10 yards down the field. 2nd down and 10. Well, 2nd and 12. We had the mark off, the half the distance on the procedure call. 20 seconds left in the first half of play. Well, do you get fancy, Nancy? Do you run?
No, I would not. I mean, the last thing you want to do is give up a punt return for a touchdown to end a half. So,
well, it's just 2nd down, so they won't punt.
Well, if they can call timeout, but yeah.
Curtis on the carry, and that's Cooper Curbo instead. And Curbo going to get knocked down after a yard and a half, and that will be the final play of the first half. And the two teams will go in knotted. Well, we saw this last time we were on the road. Remember that? It was 7-7 3 weeks ago at Southwest Covenant. Mangum won that one 35-7. It's 7-7 here in week number 8 in Texhoma. Red Devils was 7. Tigers was 7. It is halftime here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
Greer Funeral Home proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're wishing our team strength, teamwork, and success all season long. Serving Greer County since 1923. Phone 480-2111.
Ashley Slayton and Catherine Webb, certified family nurse practitioners, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. At the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum, call 782-3393 for appointments.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The law offices of Corey Kendall proudly support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're behind you all the way. Go Tigers! Corey Kendall, attorney at law, 122 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Well, Elaine Mills-Smith, we got a dandy going on here. She says, let's go Mangum. And at the half, we are tied at 7. The Tigers and the Red Devils. And, of course, you've been doing this quite a while, this broadcasting thing, and I have spent time in Woodward, and so I know how tough Texhoma is in just about all the sports that they compete in, and certainly the football team has showed a great deal of resiliency here this evening, and we talked about it. Mangum 65 yards in the opening drive, and it just looks like bully football the whole way down the field, but Texhoma gets the ball for the first time, and they're suddenly ramming it down the throats of Mangum. We're tied at 7 on a 4th and 13 pass play for the Red Devils to tie the ball game. And then Mangum just couldn't find anything offensively. We talk about the fact that was a great defensive stand for Mangum there a moment ago to keep him out of the end zone when they had it 1st and goal. But let's talk a little bit about the fact that the Mangum offense has not been able to get untracked after that opening drive.
Yeah, Coach Powers stayed a little bit longer there at halftime to talk to the officials. Make sure he understood exactly how they wanted things before each play was started because of penalties. I mean, Mangum was shooting themselves in the foot a couple of times. Texhoma attempted only 3 passes in the first half. Like you said, 1 for a touchdown, 1, and the other 2 of them were incomplete.
Yeah.
And so other than that, it has been Hernandez this way, Hernandez that way, quarterback keeper. They have created lanes. They spread out the defensive line for Mangum. Every time, not every time, but a lot of the times that Texhoma has attempted just to run it up the middle, they're not gaining any yards. Mangum's defense has been pretty good up the middle, but it is when it's gone side to side, Mangum a couple of times have gotten out of their gaps and been big gains for the Red Devils.
Well, and again, I've alluded to it more than once, and I don't take anything away from anyone, but the key is, are you going to be, if you're Texhoma, are you going to be able to sustain it with the numbers that you have?
Right.
You know, we have seen this all year long with Mangum and their size and their physicality and the number of bodies that they run in and out. You think about that first drive when he was running in and out skilled kids.
Right.
You know, he being Sam Powers, and that tends to take a toll on the club. Texhoma, because of injuries and whatnot, their numbers are not nearly what Mangum's is, but you're at home. You know, you're taking on a team that is 7-0. They think they're going to come in and walk all over you. And you know, there's some fight in this dog out here for the Red Devils.
Yeah, it's been a very entertaining game. That's what makes this first possession. Texhoma will receive the kick, and if they hang on to it, it makes it so critical. The adjustments, if any, that are made by both teams, and if Mangum's able to get a stop and punch it right back in, then maybe that, like you said, momentum is such a big thing. Maybe that will get them cranked up.
I think one thing too that has been frustrating, and no doubt Sam will talk to the offensive skill kids about it, is that this is an unusual situation for them. Although we did face it 3 weeks ago at Southwest Covenant, they are not clicking offensively, and you can tell the frustration of the skill kids when the plays aren't working, and so they're going to have to get back to and get their focus right in this second half of play. So it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. Our halftime is brought to us by our good friends over at Cattleman's Bank. Our halftime rolls on after this. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy, winning season and a community that stands together. If you need us, find us at mangumregional.net.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says go Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattleman's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
And as if on cue, Lori, thank you, and good folks at Cattleman's Bank bringing us our halftime here on Classic Hits 97.7. If you're just tuning in, golly, you've missed a great first half. Tied at 7, Mangum goes 65 yards with the opening kickoff and score a touchdown, and it looks like it's going to be all Mangum, but the Red Devils of Texhoma said, not so fast, my friend, and they go on a drive, and despite 3 penalties during that drive, able to get a 4th down pass, 4th and goal from the 13 to tie it at 7, and that's where we are, Torrey Curbo, as we're at halftime here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Got a big event tomorrow, Michael.
Just getting ready to ask you about if you were aware of that.
Yeah, big event, City of Mangum's first annual Halloween Fest at 5 p.m. at Oklahoma and Jefferson. There will be a parade that starts at 5 o'clock. Dress up. Get everybody, your kids, your cranky husband, your dog, your vehicles. And there's going to be bounce houses, treats, and lots of games too. So City of Mangum's first annual Halloween Fest, that's tomorrow at 5 o'clock at Oklahoma and Jefferson.
All right, sounds like a lot of fun. Brooke Terry, proud to be a Tiger. She says, get 'em, boys. As the second half will feature Texhoma to get the ball to begin the frame.
Also,
yes,
Mangum Junior High posted their basketball schedule.
All right.
We shared that on our Facebook page, and they will start on November the 10th. at the Olustee Tournament, the 10th through the 15th Olustee Tournament. Their first home game is November the 17th, and they'll host Duke. So only one home game before next semester. So only one home game before Christmas break, and that is against Duke on November the 17th. And then the junior high Tri-County is January 12th through the 17th at WOSC.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned WOSC and basketball. I live fairly close to WOSC and was headed home the other day and noticed that there were a couple of buses at Western Oklahoma State College, little basketball going on, some scrimmaging taking place, including the Lady Bison and Lady Bison. And I just thought to myself, this is why this team is always so dang successful, in whatever they do. And we love when they come and play in the Tri-County tournament, the varsity thing in the third week in January. And we're sure that they'll be there this year as well.
Yeah, it is always cool to see Lady come down, and they always bring a lot of fans and always play very well. They always have very good basketball teams, of course, baseball and softball, but basketball teams as well. So, looking forward to basketball, and we won't start that, Michael, till into this. So, most schools, they start November 1.
Put in a little bit of a plug here. Saturday night, I had the opportunity to attend a wedding. TJ and Brooke got married at that fabulous place over there in Mangum. What a great facility that is. And their wedding was spectacular. And one of the guys who showed up was Matt Terry. Now, some of you may or may not know who Matt Terry is in Mangum starting at 5. The Fox Radio traveling microphones will be out and about tomorrow as well. I feel like I've left my job as a child welfare worker, and suddenly I'm a radio broadcaster again. I'll be at 4 Stars Toyota.
Yeah, that is right. Michael's got any break at all, we're going to get him on the radio. But 4 Stars Toyota tomorrow. And looking forward to it. 10 o'clock until 1. We'll have Michael there. Going to have some great savings, and we in the fall they always have us out. Looking forward to that. 4 Stars Toyota tomorrow. We will be there from 10 o'clock until 1.
And a portion of their sales are going to charities.
Great.
In Southwest Oklahoma as well. So we certainly do look forward to that. At the half, tied at 7, Mangum and Texhoma. Halftime rolls on, brought to us by Cattleman's Bank on Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Great Plains Bank of Mangum is proud to support the Mangum Tigers and the exciting fall sports season. Get ready to cheer on our local youth and enjoy all the thrilling activities our community thrives when we come together to celebrate and support our young athletes. When it comes to your banking needs, whether you're opening a new account, applying for a loan, or just seeking financial advice, our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. Great Plains Bank, proudly serving our community with a smile. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, Then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom